Hey guys, it's Chedek, and in this video we will be covering the new reworked bridge amplifier, and not to mistake that with ridge amplifier, which is completely different because I hated the pathway going along here. Although it was AFKable, you were really limited to one spot. So I just want to show you that this is the new ridge amplifier before moving on to the new bridge amplifier. I would have gotten wave 29 footage and probably gotten the video out today. I mean yesterday, tomorrow, but it crashed on wave 28. Endurance crashed on wave 28. Big oof. Big oof. Wasn't even a fail. So, with that said, let's just jump into the footage of wave 27 bridge amplifier in action, and then we'll get into the video. So there's not much more you need to say for this. It's just literally me doing an emote that you'll come to see all around the amplifier the whole time. Now, this is 3-player footage. That means there was 3 players in the game when it started, so this is 3-player difficulty, and it held up pretty well. Sadly, I didn't get to get 4-player footage because no one wanted to join on my Discord when I asked, and then it crashed right after, and we got no rewards. Epic, please fix game. Well, then again, my computer was hot and a little bit sweaty, so I guess, I don't know, it might have been my computer. But yeah, I just I'm going really fast. I really give the Naruto run the credit it deserves, and yeah, that's about it. I just do this for the whole wave. So how's your day going? I really don't know what to say right now. Just looking at my screen, licking my lips. Well, this has gotten weird already. I'm calling the police, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, yeah, I Naruto running through the whole thing. Did you guys like that? So, to start off, there's 2 pathways, a middle and right side pathway. I used to have the middle blocked off, but it would cost so much block off on the right to keep it functioning. So I was just like, screw it, let's open up the middle, and it saved me around 40 extra tiles. So to show you guys how much this tunnel cost, I counted all of it, and it's 120 tiles, give or take 10 to 12 tiles. So, to start it off, let's talk about the middle pathway. So right here at this little plinth, what we're going to be doing is we're going to add a wall dart on the left, ceiling gas on top, wall launcher 3x or 2x if you want for durability, keep this here, empty wall to the right of that, ceiling gas on top, and then a empty wall adjacent to it. You could put an extra wall launcher here if you wanted to waste some tiles. Funny thing, I had like 70 tiles yesterday. I woke up this morning, started endurance, got 5. It kind of weird. And to the right of that, to the right of this empty tile, there is a wooden floor spike, ceiling gas, and then a 4x wall launcher to recycle all the husks down there. Then you're going to be walking up here. Now, husks won't be able to walk up there because of how this is just set up, so they'll all condense and walk up from here. So you're going to have a placeholder wall there with nothing in it, wall launcher to the right of that, then another wall launcher to the right of that. This is a 4x and this is a 3x, I'm assuming, even though they should both be 4x's. No, this is a 2x, oddly enough, but you know, 4x would be better to launch them back down there. We'll talk about the ceiling in a second. Walk to the right, and there is another 4x launcher. We push them all the way through there. And then it becomes into the main tunnel, so for now, we'll talk about the ceiling pieces. From here, this will be the corner. Make a 3x3. Go down 2 tiles, then walk to the right 2 tiles, and then just close it up, and you'll have your ceiling. You could add gas traps over here, over there, and you know, all of them, except for those back 3 tiles, don't add there. This gas trap will barely get any usage because of the range. It'll only trigger from smashers and stuff, but this gas trap will get full usage. Then, yeah, that's about it for that part. So we'll talk about the block off in a second. So let's just jump over to the right side. Over here, this is important. You have to actually have this. You could do the tunnel just like this. However, this tunnel does something crazy. So I have 3 X's here, 2 3X's, 2 3X wall launchers, and on the floor, there's a rare spawn here, so it's okay. You don't have to worry about that, but it doesn't affect anything. 2 3X wall launchers, a floor here, then it's going to start floating, and then another floor onto the ramp. Now what happens here is some husks will take this path, and then they'll get recycled by these wall launchers and land there. What happens here is in this area right here, I'll show you some wave 9 footage after the sentence, they get stuck and just stand here, which is odd, and then they despawn. I probably showed the footage already. So now also put a floor here, so a wall here, because what's going to happen here is, well, Sometimes they'll walk around and they'll walk up here and try to destroy this floor piece for no reason. So put a wall here with maybe a sound wall or like a thing someone behind it. I'm gonna leave it alone because it's not that often it happens, but it does happen. And then you walk all the way to the top. There is a 2x here. No, this is a 4x. That's definitely a 4x. A 4x here. I actually can't tell what this wall launcher is, but I would put a 4x. A 4x here to launch them all the way back down. To the right of it, the tunnel begins, and you walk one tile forward. To the north of you, you have a wall launcher. Above the wall launcher, you have a ceiling gas. And you turn to your east, there is another ceiling gas with another wall launcher to recycle them all the way down there. This is a 4x. Then to the right of that, we have, oh, there's supposed to be a wall here. Oh, look at that. I'm actually not gonna add that. In fact, I'm just gonna shorten it. Yeah, look at that. We can save some tiles. Look at that. We'll save some tiles. Yeah, we have to have that wall there. We'll add a little bit of smasher protection too, since we just saved a few structures. There's no wall launcher activating that, so now it's just useless. So what we did here now is we removed that wall launcher and we just put 2 walls to make sure they can't walk up from there, and then a smasher protection so they don't break it, and then something here. Okay. So you have a freaking 4x to recycle them down there, and then they'll get back into the main tunnel and get recycled through here and then recycled down there, which is pretty bullying, but hey, I like it and it's pretty cheap. And then we start with the main tunnel. So it's just a big L. 4 tar pits going down, and then 4 wall launchers. These could be 3x's or 2x's. I recommend 3x's personally, but the first one maybe a 4x to recycle them down there. And then ceiling gases all along to kill trash mobs, and you should be fine. Tar pits on the right, and then on this floor piece right here, it's going to be empty. Put a ceiling on top of it and you should be fine. Ceilings on top of these. So what's going to happen here is these are this wall launcher is going to recycle them over here, and then they're going to have to walk through here, and then they're going to get recycled down there and hit that wall. To set up that wall, which is if you're having trouble with this still, I'll stand for a second to make you look. From here, it's 4 tiles down with tar pits, wall launchers, and gases. Then you go to the end. There is a ramp piece that will allow you everything to walk up, and then a tar pit to finish it all off. And this is tar pit is if you like have trouble with the mini boss. Oh yeah, there's also a tile that I usually put here once the game starts, which I'm just gonna add now. This tile right here is what you use to make the mini bosses walk here. If you didn't have that tile, the mini boss's path would just be straight around here and then into the amplifier. However, if you put this tile here, the mini bosses will walk along this path, and then they'll walk over here where you're standing right here. You wait for them the tar pit to activate, and you can just push them right off into the lava, and you're basically done with your mini bosses for that wave. And yeah, so now we have to talk about this. So those 3x's will launch husks down here, and you cannot build this screen with tiles down there. I'll explain to you in a second. But how to build this screen is you go to the last gas trap, put a floor piece, and then you do a 2x2 of walls. 2x2 here, 2x2 there. Well, it's just that's what a 2x2 is, right? And if you don't put these walls, there is the high chance that any husk will bounce off this wall and land here. I used to have these 2, but things still got through, so I added those 2. And yeah, that's about it for that part. And the reason why it's not built from down here is because smashers can attack floor pieces from the lava, but they cannot attack walls or anything, just floor pieces. So that's why everything's built from the top. And yeah, that's about it for the main tunnel. So I can go get those. So this could possibly break in the later wave, so I would like to connect it from here, but I'm just gonna leave it alone because it hasn't broken yet, surprisingly. And we're lagging. Remember to surround your amplifier with walls. Doesn't matter what kind. You could even do wood if you really wanted to, but like I'm not. I'm just gonna do metal. And now we talk about the block off. So significant block off. It's not a lot. We can even count it. This is just 40 tiles. I throw my mouse around. I'm sorry about that, but we're not talking about tunnel yet. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna walk up this hill, and we're going to be met with a wall. We're gonna jump up on top of this hill real quick, and it's just gonna be from this wall. There is a pyramid facing the northwest. Behind that pyramid, there is a wall, another pyramid facing the northwest, and then another wall. Now, one thing, if you're AFKing this tunnel, like at Storm Shield, stuff will break over here. Everything will roam over here and break these walls to target you, and then the amplifier will be scuffed. So it's hard to AFK this this amplifier from just the Storm Shield. So it's just like if you're doing AFKing now, I recommend just like putting yourself in a perpetual state of death, basically. Alright, we're back, so let's start talking about the block off again. So to begin this, we're going to jump right back down, and we're going to go to this plinth again. And what we're going to start with is sandwiches. So we're going to jump on top, and this is a half sandwich because there's no floor tiles inside of it. It's to start it off, and you just put a half sandwich around here. You jump to the north, another half sandwich is basically walls with a pyramid facing the northwest, and then 2 walls behind it with no, I don't even have traps on this, guys. So 2 walls behind it, and then you go onto the floor piece, and then you add a pyramid for both of these. Surround the pyramids with 3 walls, 1, 2, 3. Jump over the pyramid to the east, and then these will be a full sandwich basically. All around walls between these 2 pyramids, these 2 pyramids condensing to the northwest, and then there are 2 floor pieces edited like so. I will just jump right in and show you. Edited like so. This one, the left one, is edited like this, with the 2 piles from the northwest and the southwest edited out, and then the 2 tiles from the southeast and the northwest edited out. And then you surround it with walls, and you should be good. Then you're gonna jump to your south, and you're gonna add another full sandwich. You could probably reduce the block off here, believe it or not. I'm not gonna try it though. So it's basically a full sandwich with a edited floor tile here facing the north, with the 2 north tiles added out, and then you're good for that. And then you jump to the southeast, and there is another sandwich, and it's just edited like so. There is nothing inside of it, with the pyramid edited up to the northwest. Then you jump to the east, and the same thing, pyramid edited to the northwest. And then you're gonna jump to the south, and it's the same thing with a pyramid edited to the northwest, another pyramid edited to the northwest, and then there are over here, there is 3 floors along with 3 pyramids, and that's about it. You should be done. And yeah, that's actually about it. Where's rework? Done. 120 tiles. Hope it's cheap. Hopefully you guys save some tiles. I've also reworked my home base, not my home base, my hill south, because of a viewer in my stream. He showed me a tactic I can use. His name was Soul Reaper, and this is something I would actually be confident to AFK in on the higher waves, and it's really easy. If you guys want this, I'll ask Soul Reaper if I can put it out. It's entirely up to you guys though, so if you guys would like a reworked of Hill South, which I haven't touched in a really long time, let me know, and I'll get onto that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Toodles.